Okay, so for the offensive play part, I'm going to be showing an example in Valorant Arena versus Varath, Flex, and Velsis, which is DK, Enhancement Shaman, Druid, and I'm going to be showing how I put out pressure as a Warlock while getting trained at the same time. I'll be going over what I do and what spells to use, and just what you guys can do as well to get used to getting trained as well as putting out pressure. The first thing I do when coming out of the gates is I lay down my port here. Because of this, my rogue might be able to get a sap, but most likely not against this team especially. Against other comps, maybe he can't get the sap, but I always like to lay my port there down first and make my way to the pillar. So I get 4 dots onto Varath, and without using soul swap, I get 4 dots onto Flex as well. After I get 4 roll of dots onto Flex, I hit my soul swap and swap it onto the healer, meaning I have 4 roll of dots onto 3 targets at the same time: the healer, Flex, and Varath. I position my portal to the boxes here, so whenever I need to play defensive, I can just port and just get away and avoid damage. I get 4 roll dots onto the ghoul, swap it onto Flex, and here's where I get my pressure rolling. As you guys can see, I still haven't casted Haunt yet because they popped all their cooldowns at the start, and we just popped ours, meaning Lust, and their Wolves is over. But once their cooldowns run out and we still have ours, I'll be doing a ton more damage. So my rogue drops a smoke bomb right here, Kenny smoke bomb, and I get to cast a Haunt onto it. Even though the Druid's tree form right now, the DK is taking a ton of damage, so he's forced to use AMS and Lichborn heal. Out of the AMS, I get 4 roll dots again, but if you can see my focus frame here, which is to the right, the Druid also has 4 dots, and here's what you gotta know. On my focus frame right now to the right, Flex is currently stuck in a UA fear, and I don't get 4 dots onto it because of this, the fear doesn't break and he's just stuck in a full 10 second, now 8 because of the new patch, but for this patch it was really good. And I get a full howl onto all 3 targets without tremor. We swap to Velsis with a coil, and Rakfo almost gets a Kenny shot, which would have led to a kill, but he gets peeled away. So the Druid gets away and he redirects Kenny onto Varath, and I swap all my dots. Without having to cast my dots, it's so huge because you could get interrupted on it really easily. So like I said in my article, soul swap is probably one of the most overpowered spell right now, and you should be abusing it as much as you can. I just got Nightfall proc, so I cast my Shadow Bolt. Like I said in my article, once again, when you have corruption on so many different targets, and when you're casting Drain Life on so many different targets as well, you have such an awful chance to proc Shadow Bolt and Eradication, which causes you to do so much damage. I port and Hell Velsis, and swap my dots onto him as well, causing more pressure. And because he's under so much pressure, the DK goes down.